Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started on 24-hour temperature cast this morning. Got a bunch of numbers, a couple degrees either side of 50. Very comfortable, very seasonable. And this afternoon, we should be real close to 75. Very comfortable, very seasonable. So we got rid of some of the colder stuff from a little earlier this week, got rid of some of the hot stuff from last week, and now we're where we're supposed to be in early November. And I think we're going to keep this around for the weekend. Maybe we see those top temperatures inch back closer to 80 over the next couple of days, but I think we keep the mornings back near 50 or in the low 50s. Now here's what it looks like satellite radar composite style. You see out east maybe a couple of sprinkles trying to work their way across I-95, but then get gobbled up well before they get near I-75. Got all this dry air in place, and it's in no hurry to move away. Again, we're seeing those dew points way back down in the 30s. That indicates not a lot of moisture in the air whatsoever. And if we have the air being this dry, it makes it hard for clouds to form, let alone for showers to happen. So we're going to leave the shower chances pretty much out of the forecast. It's 53 in Tallahassee. It's 52 in Valdosta. It's 48 degrees this morning in Thomasville. So very seasonable temperatures out there. There is a little bit of a breeze. It may make it feel a degree or two cooler than it is, but it's not going to be like it was yesterday or the day before. I do see that 39 in Blakely, usually one of our cooler spots. I see 46 for Camilla, for Bainbridge, and for Tifton. Perry and Cross City are checking in at 55 this morning. And I think throughout the day today, that northeast breeze is the way the wind will be coming in. I think it's going to stay that way probably for most of the weekend. We'll see if they can turn a little bit more towards the east and bring in some of that moisture. The sooner that happens, the sooner we start adjusting temperatures, and the sooner we can start to maybe reintroduce some shower chances back to the mix. But really, on the future cast, there's not very many coming our way. There's not a lot of energy that's really going to help change anything. So we continue with a very quiet and very dry forecast, maybe all the way to the middle of next week or longer. Now, as far as the tropical weather goes, finally starting to look like maybe some of those showers are starting to get organized, but they're running out of time. They're getting closer and closer over there to some of the land areas of Central America. We'll watch, we'll see. Still that 20% chance that maybe over the next couple of days a little something forms. It's really the only area in the tropics that's got any potential, and this is not really good potential. So at this point, things look nice and quiet in the tropics. We hope they stay that way. The Atlantic hurricane season runs through the end of November, and it's not out of the question for some late season activity to get going. But right now, all looks good out there. Let's hope it stays that way. Now, the small crafts could probably still be advised early this morning. That's when we're going to have the most breezy on the Gulf. Otherwise, we'll see those breezes calm down a little bit more, like that 10 to 20 knot range, but it's still breezy enough, and that's going to cause some choppy conditions in the bays. And believe it or not, at this point in the year, we're still on the high on the UV index, which means 20-25 minutes unprotected skin can burn. So if you are going to be outdoors enjoying what should be a beautiful weekend, get that sunblock on. It's always a good idea. Here's our forecast starting this morning. 40s, 50s. We'll call it mostly clear and cool. Sun comes up at 7:53. Here's a reminder, 2,425, that this is the weekend that we turn those clocks back, so we get that extra hour of sleep on Sunday, and that means it will be lighter earlier on Sunday, but it will also be darker earlier Sunday evening. I think lots of sunshine all weekend long. Mid-70s for highs today. It will get a little warmer from here. I think we got chances to get to 80 both tomorrow and on Sunday. And then tonight, back near 50. There's your sunset time, 6:48. But on Sunday, that 6:48 will be 5:48 or more like 5:45-ish. So that's the change. That's the trade-off when we get that extra hour of sleep and we get the light out earlier in the morning. It also gets a little darker a little earlier in the evening. All right, our 7-day forecast, not a lot of change. I've got near 50-ish each morning. I've got near 80-ish each afternoon. If you ask me, that's about perfect. The 50-80 split, I take it 24/7, 365.